So what is up, everybody? I'm George, 80s Transformer fan, back to do another Transformers toy review. In front of me, this is a long overdue review. I had this thing for like 4 months now. I got it like right after Christmas 2016. And I was waiting to find the rest of the guys to finish these reviews. I reviewed Grimlock, but this is Powers of the Prime, Dinobot Swoop, Deluxe Class, Transformers Generations. Here is the front of the packaging. It is an homage to the G1 Swoop, done in today's modern standard, all articulated, ball jointed out. And he is also a combiner on top of that. He's in this bubble style packaging with a little bit of artwork of the Pteranodon, whatever they're calling it now. On the back is a tiny smidgen of bio at the top. A picture of the toy itself, the product shot, and the little Prime Masters. They can switch in and out of their chest to have them power up. Not exactly sure how all that works. Nothing too glamorous with the packaging. Like I said, I've been trying to find the rest of the Dinobots. I have Grimlock and Slug, or whatever Slag is now, and of course this guy. I reviewed Grimlock. Now it's this guy's turn. I'm going to get right into this toy review. Open him up. On the back of the card is his little file card. I don't think there's any much to it. It's just a card. Oh, that's a double card. I don't know if they accidentally gave me two or they're supposed to be two, but I have two cards in mine. Too bad it couldn't have been two swoops in the package. Get this guy out of here. He has a small bit of instructions there. And he's all tied down inside of here. See if I can free him real quick without destroying the toy or putting out my own eye. Man, the little thing is popping everywhere. Now, I don't know if the later figures come with a weapon for Grimlock. Was it Snarl and Sludge? Come with a weapon for Grimlock, but this guy, he comes with his sword. It looks very much like his G1 sword. Grimlock came with nothing but the hands or feet to the combined form. I think it was the feet to the combined form. Or one more tie on Swoop. And I just noticed this guy has the blue Diaclone chest, or cartoon accurate chest, and the packaging has the red. I wonder if this is like a chase figure thing or something, or I don't think I've ever paid attention to what's hanging on the pegs. Because this guy, he's a shelf warmer. He's on the shelf everywhere. Well, there he is out of the packaging. He feels very light. Every time I set to do a toy review, my phone goes off. He is very, very light. Again, he's a deluxe class figure. Not much weight to him. Here is his sword. Actually, you can hold it two ways. Well, I think you can hold it two ways and get it in his hand. It has two plugs in it, two translucent plugs. So it's like, it's not even red plastic. It's a translucent plastic painted over, and I can tell the little thing on top of his head is also translucent plastic painted red over it. I wonder why they did that. Anyway, he also comes with this little claw accessory to hold the Prime Master thing. And I guess it goes in here. And this thing also doubles. Get it back in here. Okay. There it is. This thing also doubles as a fist or hand. And it can be a right or a left. Or he could be some type of monster and just, he has two thumbs. But yeah, why would they even do that? If you got to buy them all to combine them. I guess so. If you couldn't find all the guys, you had to buy this guy twice, which is what it's looking at, because I can't find the last two Dinobots. This is what it's looking like, I should say. That you can do that too and add the Prime Masters to that. But anyway, on to Swoop. I don't know if this is a sticker or just I think these are stickers in his chest, and the Autobot logo is painted on. Take a look at his face. Looks sort of kind of like Swoop. I don't want to say this is a dead ringer for the Swoops that we know, or the cartoon, or the G1 toy, but looks like Swoop. He has blue eyes in there, a little beak in his chest, the blue chest, like the Diaclone in the cartoon. He has the ball joints at the top of the shoulder. Coming down here, you can see his clawed feet. He has a little stripe here from the G1 toy. I remember that at least. Seems pretty solid. The side of the legs are hollowed out, but it looks pretty good from the back. Back of the wings, nothing special going on here. And let's take a look at the articulation. He can look left and right. It's not really 360, and I probably could force it. And there's nothing up or down. Can't do anything there. His arm probably with 360 if his wing wasn't in the way. But it's on the ball joint there. It would 360 if you turn it like this. His arm bends only this far. Seems like you get a little bit more motion out of it. Should have double hinged it. And his hand does nothing, but I can see from the slot that it folds up for transformation. So if that's articulation, then there it is. And his waist does nothing. Well, if you lift up the beak, you can get the waist to rotate. He lifts up the bird beak, and his upper thigh is on a ball joint, so you can do all the good stuff, stretch it all out as far as you can and all that. Then he has an upper thigh swivel, which seems a little bit unnecessary for this size of toy. Get his knee up this far. You can do all of this, and then the foot moves back and forth. I don't know if that's it's probably transformation, but it's in there. So a little good range of articulation. Then I'm gonna come around to his wings, turn them around. They move up and down. It's pretty stiff. Get them at this high if you want them to look like that, or they got to wear the more modern take on them. They fold up pretty good out of the way. So you can do that. And there is Powers of the Prime Dinobot Swoop. Alright, going to try to get this little guy transformed. I was going to try to see if this configured into some type of gun, but I don't think it does. I think it's just a hand. It might. I'm sure he can hold it, which is weird. It kills me that these guys just can't get a damn gun, a pistol, but he can hold this big old thing, and I don't know, and I guess add a sword and keep powering up or something. Anyway, I think the payoff for these guys are combiner mode, but I'm gonna try to get this dude transformed. Pull his little feet up, spread the wings. I know his hands fold in there. That's obvious because of the gap. I think the legs collapse somehow or something. Yeah, they fold around like the G1. I see the two tabs in there. And I can see tabs here. They tab into the back of the wings. Just like that. Some of these feet come down and maybe. I don't know, I guess I think that's right. Ugh. Feet comes up. And that pops up. His arms. I see some tabs on the side here. There's a tab there. Oh, and there's a tab in there. See if I can get it. I don't know. It looks like it slots in. I don't know. Not sure if that actually goes in there. Looks like I have like a little buildup on mine where it won't slot into those little tabs. Pretty sure that's how it goes. I don't see anywhere else where for the arms to go. Give me a sec. Alright, just took a little force. I just had to push a little bit harder. And this is Swoop and his Pteranodon, Petrodon, whatever they call the dinosaurs now. And I don't like what they're doing with the spray paint underneath the gold. They should have hit it with some real vac metal. that in there, and obviously the mouth opens. And you can recognize it easily as Swoop. You know what this is. If you had any of the G1s, you remember G1. It's clearly Swoop. They did a decent job for this deluxe class figure. It's not blowing me away, but it's decent. I don't think he has any type of landing gear that I'm aware of. Maybe you just bam, and that's, or maybe this connects underneath or something. You can carry it in his Petrodon mode. Pterodactyl. Yeah, I think I see slots. Or maybe not. These two things. Maybe not. But it sure looks like these things want to tab into there. I'm pretty sure this fits on his chest some way, somehow. That's part of the Powers of the Prime gimmick. Maybe it only pops on in robot mode or something. Maybe. Yeah, still got nothing. Still got nothing. You can see on the instructions here on the back of the box that it's stuck to his chest, but maybe that's in robot mode. Oh, it goes on the back of his legs, eh? I see it right here. That's what happens when you don't use instructions. But that's okay. I prefer it that way. When they have the hands, the fingers folded up on the instructions. I knew this thing weaponized somewhere, somehow. Now to actually get it to do it. Okay, I still got nothing. Unless, oh, this rotates out. Probably was my problem in both modes. Yep, and it snaps on there. Not sure what it does. I think maybe he just carries the Prime Master. If you got one, you pop it in there. So anyway, that's the little gimmick. Guess where his Prime Master power up in Petrodon mode, Pteranodon, whatever this guy is. And in this mode, he still has wing articulation. You can get him into a serious dive. That's wings come down. I don't know what he'd be doing like that, but you can move his wings all around, which is pretty cool. He just wished they could have hit this with some silver instead of just leaving it all gray. That's all gray. He has a lot of molded in detail in the wings though. Put a little something into that. I don't think I have his feet tabbed in good. Yeah, there we go. It tabs in. It all tabs in pretty good. Maybe not all of it. It snaps in, but it's not staying in right there. So it's pretty convincing Swoop. Let me bring in his G1 counterpart. This is my G1 vintage Swoop. And wow, they're pretty comparable in size. Powers of the Prime has them in bulk, but the width is pretty much dead on the same. And this one has way more wing articulation. Man, if they had the ball joint back then, when they had these guys, things they could have did. And that is Swoop versus Swoop. You just see they both have the little I don't know what that is, circuitry going down the side, and it's almost identical. They almost captured it perfectly. If you look at it, it's just a bit blown up. He has the exact same pattern on there. It's a shame this guy didn't come with a flight stand, or they didn't make this thing double as a flight stand. I don't know if you can. But he could have used a flight stand seriously. Seriously, just to have him hover above the Dinobots, the rest of the Dinobots in this mode. And I didn't see what we could do with the sword. I don't know if you can do anything with the sword in this mode. Nothing I can see. Maybe plug it back into this thing. But this is Swoop in his Petrodon mode. Okay, got these guys back in their robot modes, and I want to bring back his sword and bring out the G1 sword and take a look at the two side by side, and you can see where they pretty much copied it. The entire well, there's no hole in here. They didn't bother to cut this piece of plastic out this in here, but the exact same design tool for this version, of course. But they really went after the G1. That's what draws me to these toys, which brings me back, even though they're a little bit lackluster. And I got them in robot form. We can take a look. The face of the original toy was never reflected on a cartoon. They did a version of it. This guy's wearing a visor, but the bottom half pretty much looks like the cartoon stylings. But he's wearing an unpainted black visor on his head. And on the cartoon, they gave him a face. This sort of kind of looks like the cartoon, sort of, not really, but I guess close enough. Closer than this one, actually. Okay, here's how he scales next to Grimlock. The first thing I noticed is Swoop has cartoon accurate blue eyes. Grimlock has toy accurate red eyes. What's up with that? Anyway, here are these two side by side. Alright everybody, before I close it out, I just want to say that just a little less than impressive. He's alright. I mean, this is a deluxe class figure. He could have did with silver painted wings. There's a couple things I wish they had did a little bit different, but it is what it is. And this Dinobot Swoop is a holdover a G1 toy throwback. It has all the G1 elements. The most G1 Swoop official product that I've seen ever. So I would recommend this guy. He's on clearance at a few places. Well, not clearance. They marked him down like at Target and a couple other places. I actually went back, got a price adjustment on this thing because I had it for a few months. And that was a story in and of itself because they told me my 3 months had expired, 90 days or something. Anyway, I got it adjusted. So you can find them, pick them up. Hopefully you find the rest of the Dinobots, and maybe you might have found the rest of the Dinobots and build the combiner, what is it, Volcanus or something like that. So I'm looking forward to doing that if I can find them in stores. I can buy them offline almost at cost, but I'm trying to do the thrill of the hunt and actually catch these guys in the stores. But that's all I got. This is George, 80s Transformer fan. Thank you for watching my toy review. I'll see you soon.